A new prospect or guest card can be entered by navigating to the Prospect tab and clicking New, or it can be entered by clicking the New Prospect link in the blue Hot Links bar. We will review filling out all fields on the guest card, however, only the boxes outlined in red will be required in order to be able to save the guest card. First, we'll select the type of contact this was. The date can always be backdated to reflect the true date of the contact. However, the weekly leasing reports will document traffic as of the day that the prospect is entered into one site. Because of this, it is very important to enter in the guest card information the same day. The leasing consultant field will automatically populate for the consultant logged into one site. However, this drop-down can be used to select a different consultant if needed. Next, we'll select the preferred floor plan group and floor plan. Notice that available floor plans and pricing will show on the left-hand side. Just note that this is your current pricing and may differ if you are quoting for the fall term. Next, we'll enter the first and last name of the prospect. If the name already exists in your property's one site, or if you have a sister property that this prospect has already visited, a duplicates exist for this name required link will appear. Upon clicking this link, we can determine, based on the phone number and email address that they've provided, if this is the same prospect. If this prospect already exists for your property, click the link to use this prospect. This will allow us to record activity and avoid creating a duplicate guest card. If it already exists for a sister property or a property that is also under Campus Advantage in your area, also click the Use This Prospect link. This means that a leasing consultant at your sister property entered their information in when they toured there, and you can use all of that same info and do not have to re-enter it. This is a huge time saver. Next, we'll select the school that they are attending and the classification. The How You Heard About Us section will be our traffic sources, or how we market. Select how they found out about your property or what made them contact you. If this is a resident referral, click the blue resident referral link. This allows you to search by first or last name for a current resident. This is a great tool to use to make sure referrals are tracked, especially if you have a resident referral reward program. Enter in the desired move-in date for the prospect. If they're looking for your next fall move-in in which you have one big move-in, just click the semester that they are looking for. You'll see the move-in date will automatically populate. We'll leave the default number of people living in the apartment set to 1 for this example. However, if you have conventional style apartment living, feel free to adjust this number to reflect the prospect's true need. If your property allows pets, we'll see the pet drop-down where we can record if they're planning on applying with an animal. The What is Important in Your New Home is a great place to record what the prospect is really looking for. We'll use the arrows to navigate through the list and check off any items that are important to them when looking for an apartment. Items that are in bold are items that your property has. If there is an amenity that is not in bold, it can still be checked off. This could always end up being an objection that you want to remember to try and overcome during your follow-up with this prospect or their tour. We can set up an appointment directly from the guest card. However, we'll go ahead and skip this section as we'll review it later in the course. We can enter in a home, work, mobile, pager, or fax number. We'll also be able to check off if this is an international prospect. By checking off this box, it would allow us to also enter in an international address. Next, we'll enter in their email address. We can also enter in any notes from the tour or our contact with this prospect. We'll just want to keep in mind that these should always comply with fair housing standards. Next, there will be 2 links that will be required. First is going to be our result link. By clicking this, it allows us to classify the result of this prospect, whether they're active, lost, or possibly unqualified. If your property has one-site online leasing, you'll also see the red link for the prospect portal. This will allow us to go ahead and create a portal account for this prospect, meaning that they'll receive 2 emails, one with a login name and also one with a temporary password. This will allow them to simply log into your online application to start the process. This can also serve as a great follow-up tool afterwards. We can always check availability, send an e-brochure, or we can click to save this guest card. Upon saving this prospect, we'll see that the new guest card with all of the information will appear. We have successfully entered in a new prospect. Now let's take a look at recording our follow-up.